As we approach this near-term culmination event, it's important to anchor the reality we want, the one we want to see, right, and feel, not the one we're being fed. I know it's difficult sometimes to see through the illusion, and our addiction to human drama keeps us pinned on the target of our expected outcome, either until we get what we want, right, or we begin grieving the loss of getting that which we didn't want, right? All that said, I'm here to remind us all that we create the future with what we're experiencing now. So to create the future we want, live the future we want now. Letting ourselves be in a state of expectation that's imposed on us, basically to keep us in the loop of their predetermined plot, right? Like they're giving us an either-or situation, and we should maybe be thinking more along all that and more, if you catch my drift. So we kind of want to stay out of the loop of their predetermined plot. Essentially, we're the actors in their story, right? When we dive into the hive mind without our life vests on, we can get trapped in there, and next thing we know, we're manifesting what we read on our Twitter feed, not what we've spent the last 5 years getting ready for. We have to remember, this entire movie, both sides are playing out to keep our power of manifestation pointed on what they want to see, right? Pointed on what they want to create with us, not what we want to create. What you're experiencing right now, whether it's fear, uncertainty, and doubt about some expected outcome of something beyond your control, or whether you're making yourself battle ready and prepared to be in the fight of your life, you're right either way, right? Because how you feel now is creating your future. And just a quick note on law of attraction delivers your primary point of attraction, right? So if you have a don't want, and you're focused on what you don't want, that becomes your primary point of attraction. So if you're focused on what you don't want, you're not going to get what you want. You're going to get your don't want. So you can manifest don't wants in this world a lot easier, I think, than you can manifest your wants. So stay focused on the benefit, right? Stay focused on the want, right? I want peace to prevail, right? I want more happiness in my future, right? I want more abundance of everything, time, money, and resources, right? So that I can be more me in every moment of every day, right? That's a want, right? Versus a don't want. Like, I don't want to lose all my personal freedom, right? I don't want to spend my time, earning money for some corporation for the rest of my life. I don't want to feel worthless. I don't want, right? You'll get a don't want if you focus on a don't want. And all that said, I'm focusing on building the vision I've held in my heart and mind for as long as I can remember. And whether it feels like it or not, this is the closest we've ever been to getting out of this nightmare. And for those of us who are living double lives in the 5D and the 3D, we have our duties to fulfill to each other, sort of our assignments while we're here as lightworkers, like this video, for instance. This is my duty. Your duty may be to go vote for your candidate or to keep groceries in the fridge for your family and keep your family sane and, cat food in the cupboard for your cat. Whatever your duty to the 3D, do it, then get back into the 5D as soon as you can. Because we are, and by we, I mean you and me, are here to anchor frequencies, right? And represent humanity at the spiritual level. We have our counterparts representing humanity on the physical, but we're emissaries of the spiritual, right? And as such, we ought to conduct ourselves appropriately. One day, we'll look back on how we handled our spiritual duties during this highly opportunistic time in human history. Did we post up and make our ancestors proud? Or did we bitch out during this highly intense situation? Chances are, if you follow me, you'll be able to answer yes to making your ancestors proud. And a reminder, nothing's been decided yet, right? We're making the decision now with our frequencies. Remember, the future was created by how you felt yesterday, or how you feel in the now determines our future. How are you feeling now? Are you feeling the way you want to feel, or are you feeling the way your Twitter feed has you feeling? And by the way, I'm calling myself out on this one too, right? We all need to remind ourselves to focus on what we want to focus on, not what we're being led to focus on. And so, in the spirit of doing my part, I put together some tips on how to put on the full armor of God and make ready for the spiritual encounter that is upon us. Repent. If you have shame on your heart, as we go through this gateway, that shame is holding back the light that you have within you, right? And therefore the light that you represent to the collective. I just released a video about confession, right? As a way to prepare your vessel for what is coming, right? Don't carry more shame than you need to. If you have secrets, now may be a good time to let them go, or at least some of them. You don't have to tell all your secrets right now, but if you could offload a few easy ones, do it. Forgive, right? In the same vein as confession would be forgiveness. If there's someone or something with whom you need to make peace, or to whom you owe an apology, now is a good time to make that apology. Pray. God's listening right now more closely than ever, and let God know you know He's listening by praying to Him. Turn over your will and your life to the Spirit of our Creator. I've started my walking prayer vigil and I'm already feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot of relief from my innate drive to solve this problem and save the world. I have to detach from that. I have to let go of that. I have to let God do His part, right? I have to let the other cooperative components in this massive collective manifestation do their parts. I'll do my part and they'll do theirs. And so in the coming days, the best way to help save the world is to be the brightest light you can be. Be light, which translates into the heart as love, right? So, if you want to know what it feels like to be light, be love. Find something, anything to love and love it. And use your will to keep your heart focused on that which you love. Unplug from the hive mind. We've already been through this. We went through this 4 years ago. And that, in my opinion, is the best predictor of what's coming. Last time, I couldn't get off social. I think a lot of us went through a 3 or 4 year period of the deepest research dives we've ever done in our lives. This time I'm going to apply what I learned from last time. There's not as much need to spend as much time hand-wringing over results and being hyper-focused on hitting the refresh button on my browser. I'm not going to be making any more personal spreadsheets to track data points that matter to me. I know what data points I'm tracking, and I'll check in on them and then get back to my spiritual practice. Stay grounded. Yes, most of us are now aware that everything we've been taught about what's possible has been misrepresented, right? That said, now might not be the best time to tumble down any far out or disturbing rabbit holes. If disclosure does wind up coming during a period of shutdown or reboot, we'll have all the rabbit holes we want then. Leading up to the 5th, I'll be working on keeping my focus on what I want it focused on, not where it's been led to focus. And my intention will be to get closer to Earth and closer to God, so that when I'm in contact with Spirit, my feet will be firmly placed on the ground. In the meantime, though, I'll do my chores, I'll make sure those under my protection are protected, and that I'm all squared away. Get your reps in. The best time to practice your spiritual resilience is during trials. Fall back on your fundamentals, your affirmations, your meditations, your connection to nature, your relationship to the Creator, and your relationship to your loved ones. Work on yourself. If you have modes of self-improvement that you've put down, now would be a great time to pick them back up. I personally can't wait to finish this video so I can get out into my backyard and start splitting some wood. I have fun chores planned for the next few days. Ceremony. If you have ceremonies that bring you closer to the God of your understanding, now's a great time to dust them off. I'll be having some nice fires in the fire pit in the coming days, burning sage and candles, and holding space during waking silent meditation. Prepare. Don't get caught without fuel, batteries, toilet paper, food, water, pet food. You know what to do. Cleanse the body. Stay away from shit foods, anything processed or artificial. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but I personally am sticking mostly to alive foods during this time, like fruits, vegetables, and homemade organic bread. Protect the pathways into your body. Be mindful of what you're consuming. Protect what goes into and comes out of your mouth. Protect what you allow to pass through the gateway of your eyes. And protect what goes through the gateway of your ears. I'm sure there are plenty more I'm leaving out, so please feel free to drop any readiness ideas in the comments. The point is, we've been here before, and we know better than to get overly attached to outcomes. Release from the spell of the matrix and go deeper into your personal growth. Practice being the future version of yourself now, so that the collective version of the future we all want gets here that much quicker in linear time. Anyway, hope this helps. More soon. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you next time.